Toyota, let's go places.
Alan Slaughterzinski, Space Coast Daily, out on the town. What's best for Brevard? And as you can see, we are back here at Mike Erdman Toyota in Merritt Island with my favorite salesman, your favorite salesman too, Speer Mabry. Speer, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you today?
Speer, I'm telling you, man, I was excited to get back over here after our test drive with the Camry, and I know that we're going to be looking at the 2018 Toyota RAV4 today.
Yes, correct. This is a XLE. It's got the Power Premium package on it. It's one of the more popular versions of a RAV4. As we start to take a look at the vehicle, power, of course, does mean power. So this does have the power tailgate.
So this is good for moms and stuff.
Yep, and it is a programmable tailgate, so you can make it stop wherever you want. So now this tailgate will stop here, so if you have a garage door, or if you're slightly height challenged and you need something you can reach, you can stop it where it can reach. You do have nice storage inside the vehicle. These seats do fold flat, so if you'll stay right there as I flip one of these headrests over for you.
Look at that.
You'll see that this folds down flat. It's a 60-40 seat, so you will also see this other side fold down flat as well. As you will notice, there is a tremendous amount of range in this vehicle for storage.
Wow.
Right? It has one of the largest storage capacities in its class, and again, the flat surface means that you can put a lot more things in. The other thing you have is a flat in and out, so you're no lip to be able to have to pick things up and over to be able to get things out. The vehicle does have a 17-inch spare tire.
Unusual these days.
That is correct. It's the same size as the tire on the ground. It is considered a temporary because it's still just a little narrower than the tire on the ground.
Speer, is it just me? I wanted to ask real quick here as I stand here and look at the opening of the back of this RAV4. It seems wider, to be able to, if let's say you were out yard selling on a Saturday morning and you found a table. Looks like you can get it in there.
That is correct. One advantage of the bigger interior is the fact that you've got a bigger opening to be able to get bigger things into the bigger interior.
Beautiful.
A couple of other things that come with this Power Premium package is you don't know if the camera picked them up, but you do have front and rear parking sonar.
Okay.
So, for example, it does have a backup camera. If you were not paying attention, then it does, of course, give you a warning, and it also has the parking sonar in the front as you're pulling into parking spots or pulling up to another building, that you will see that it has that as well. Blind spot monitoring. You have the sensors built into the mirrors, which will guard your blind spots as you're driving down the road. Blind spot monitoring also includes a rear cross traffic alert. So if you're in reverse and backing out of a parking spot, if somebody is coming towards you, it is in fact going to beep at you and let you know that you're potentially backing out in front of somebody as well.
Wow.
Underneath the hood, we're going to pop the hood for you. The RAV4 is built on the Camry platform.
Camry platform.
The Camry platform, of course, means that it has the Camry engine, the Camry transmission, and the reliability that Toyotas, of course, are known for. 2.5 liter, 178 horsepower engine. It's a timing chain engine. The transmission is a 6-speed transmission. It's a sealed unit. So you'll notice you have an oil dipstick. Transmission is sealed. It's never meant for us to touch. 12-year, 120,000 mile maintenance cycle on it. Coolant is the high endurance coolant with a 10-year, 100,000 mile maintenance cycle. You'll notice there is no power steering fluid. Again, similar to the Camry, is a variable assist electric power steering. It really gives you a responsive steering, but the big benefit is there's no maintenance to it. Once again, you don't have to worry about additional maintenance cost on the vehicle. Every new Toyota comes with 2 years or 25,000 miles free maintenance from Toyota.
Wow.
Here at Mike Erdman Toyota, we add another 2 years or 20,000 miles to that, so this vehicle has 4 years or 45,000 miles of free maintenance that comes with the vehicle as well. And then on top of that, again here at Mike Erdman Toyota, we supplement the factory powertrain warranty, which is a 5-year, 60,000 mile warranty, with a lifetime powertrain warranty on every new Toyota we sell. All right, we're going to get in the vehicle and start taking a drive.
Alan Slaughter-Zinski, Speer, Mabry, back here at Mike Erdman Toyota, where we are in the 2018 Toyota RAV4. And this is the special RAV4, isn't it, Speer?
Yes, it is. This is an XLE. It does have the premium power package. I talked about a few of the things on the outside of the car. Now we'll talk about a few things on the inside of the car. This does have the premium Intune system with the full navigation system. So constant navigation system. It's embedded in the vehicle. It is run off an SD card, but otherwise it's always there. It's always ready. It's very easy, very intuitive to use. In addition to that, some things are part of your HD radio. You'll notice this is the branded feed from the Weather Channel. There's no subscription to it. There's no charge for it.
Wow.
It's always going to be here. It always work. You can pick up your 3-day forecast with more information. For example, tomorrow there's a 30% chance of rain. In addition to that, it'll also give you the Doppler radar map from the Weather Channel.
Well, I'll check that out.
Which is what's currently going on around us.
That's nice.
All right. Again, part of your HD radio package. No subscription to it. No charge to it. As a matter of fact, the only thing that's a subscription in this whole vehicle is the XM radio. That is a 90-day subscription,
right,
that Toyota gives you. Otherwise, your traffic information, once again, some vehicles it's a subscription because you have to have Sirius to get it. Here it is, again, part of your HD radio. So all the things that are going around us, you'll notice that it's in an ascending order as you get further and further and further away. Traffic started to back up. You could see if there were anything on your road that was actually causing the incident, so you could maybe be a little more aware of that. These are nice driving cars.
Yeah.
Very, very smooth, very, very quiet. We're going to take it out on the road and play with some of its features.
Now, Speer, we drove the Camry the last time we were here, and good braking there. We drove, and we get to test drive one in the rain, which is kind of neat because you know what? We want to test drive a vehicle in all elements. Last time we were here, Speer, we test drove the Camry. You had purchased one of those. We were actually in your Camry. Is this your RAV4?
No, but my wife has its exact copy.
Oh, does she really?
She has a 2017
I love
RAV4
it.
with the Power Premium package. So, once again, I do sell these cars, but I also buy these cars.
Here I was trying to make a joke, and you do actually own one.
I do own a car that is just like this. All right, so a lot of the things we showed you on the Camry are also standard on the RAV4. The Toyota Safety Sense package, which has your pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, the dynamic radar cruise control, the lane departure alert with the active steering assist, fully automatic headlights with automatic high beams, are also completely standard on a RAV4. Every RAV4 has it. Again, it's the more standard safety equipment on a RAV4 than any vehicle, any other small SUV out there. And some of the other manufacturers may offer it as options, but Toyota's stance on safety is that it should be standard. All right. Briefly talked about the variable assist electric power steering. We're going to take a look. This is a small SUV. Sometimes people worry about turning radius and being able to park. This will give you a nice visual frame of reference for the actual turning radius of the vehicle. We're going to do a circle inside this little intersection. Obviously, we'll make sure nobody's coming. And we're going to give it just a little bit of room out to the right.
Wow.
And you'll notice it really doesn't take up a lot of the intersection.
No, and it doesn't, and I didn't move at all.
Very easy to park, very easy to maneuver. And of course, with the backup camera, the parking sensors, there are a lot of precautions to make it safer to move in and out of tighter spaces.
Speer, how about these airbags? That's the one thing that really impresses me.
All right, well, on a Camry, you had 10 airbags. On the RAV4, 8 airbags come standard. So you have the side curtain airbags for head protection, front and rear. You have seat-mounted airbags for the front passengers, as over 90% of side impact collisions are still in the front half of the vehicle. Up top, you still have the multi-stage airbags. There is a knee airbag underneath the dash to protect the driver's legs. And then the 8th airbag is actually not a deployed airbag. It's a pop-up airbag in the front of the seat. Right there underneath your legs, it pops the front of the seat up, which helps push you back in the seat and helps keep you from sliding forward, so that if that airbag was coming out, you're actually in the best position to actually receive that airbag. Again, safety is very, very important to Toyota. The vehicle has tubular steel beams built into the side of the vehicle to help protect you in case of a side impact. And you'll also have tailored blanks in the frame to help direct energy away from the passenger cabin, in case of a front or rear impact.
Now, I'm showing my legs here for one reason and one reason only. I'm 6'5.5", and that's my leg room. I can actually stretch my legs out, Speer, and I look in the back seat, and there's still plenty of room back there for the passenger behind me.
That's correct. And with the road open in front of us, we do have the lane departure alert system active. So I'm going to let it just drift over the center line.
Wow.
And of course, you notice the car, once again, it has the active steering assist. So it is nudged itself back into the lane.
Wow.
And again, from a safety standpoint, if you get a little distracted, everybody does it. You start to pull yourself out of the lane. Or if you're driving and you may have gotten a little drowsy and start to sway a little bit, the car is going to try to protect you.
But those busy moms that get up at 5:30 to get all the kids out the door, and by near lunchtime, they're that dozing off period,
That is correct. Really nice suspension. It's an independent front, McPherson front suspension with a double wishbone rear end. We have some offset speed humps here that we're going to play with just to see the ride and the reaction of the car.
Okay.
It does allow the whole suspension to react independently.
Okay.
So we're taking this just at its normal slow speed.
Check that out.
That's pretty smooth.
It was smooth.
All right. Now, something that I wouldn't actually ever encourage anybody to do on any type of daily basis, we're going to take it a little closer to street speed. So now we're in the 25 mile an hour range. If you'll notice the steering wheel,
how about that?
Everything stayed very stable.
Yeah.
The car got rocked around, or in this case, the RAV4 got rocked around. But what you didn't see is the steering wheel getting jerked, and it maintained its track without being pulled offline. And so, raised manhole, little pothole, whatever it might be, if you didn't see it, you'd be going full street speed like that.
And my shoulder stayed square.
That is one of the benefits of a really, really good suspension. Cars out on the road.
Are we going to have fun like we did with the Camry where okay.
That is correct. So I've engaged the cruise control, and I'm telling it right now to speed us up to the speed limit's 55. Told us to speed it up to just 60, just to be able to keep up with this car in front of us. Now, our vehicle is currently accelerating itself up, and right now it is going, well, about 45 miles an hour, because they're going 45 miles an hour. Now, if I change lanes,
will it speed up?
Yes, it's going to now speed up to follow those cars.
How about that, huh?
Now, as we pass these cars, what you're going to notice in the mirror out there is that you're going to see.
Yep, there it is, the sensor light.
Blind spot monitoring engage, which lets you know that those people went into our blind spot. Now, if they had sped up and stayed there, then that light would have stayed on, so that at a glance you can see if somebody, even though you thought you passed them, had stayed in your blind spot.
Wow.
As we pass this Dodge, the other thing is that, of course, as you use your signal to tell somebody you want to change lanes, you'll notice that as I put on my turn signal, that is blinking at me to get my attention, so that
you do not
have a better chance of noticing that somebody is actually there.
Wow.
Right? I know we played with it at lower speed, but once again, we have the
pulling you back.
Pulling you back again, letting you know if you start to actually leave your lane. Again, we're following adjust that distance. So I'm going to let the car tighten up the distance to the vehicle in front of us. And then if I tell it, because again, you have to pick a distance you're comfortable with. So now I'm going to tell it to go back to the longer distance, and notice that the vehicle
slows down. Wow.
Now, as he's moving out of the way, the cruise control is now going to full engage because the road's open back up.
And it's going to take you straight.
Yeah, it's going to take us back up to the 60 miles an hour that I had programmed for.
Well, that's awesome. You sell a lot of these, Speer?
We sell a lot of these. This is one of the best-selling small SUVs in its segment. They are, you may have noticed, very, very smooth, very easy to drive. Once again, a really, really good turning radius.
Yeah, look at that.
Vehicle has very nice pep to it. Again, one of the advantages of being on the Camry platform is the Camry Powertrain. It helps you, with the overall drivability of the vehicle. It gets good gas mileage. You get very comfortable, smooth, quiet ride. And it really helps explain why Toyota sells a lot of these.
Speer, who is the ideal customer for this vehicle?
Everyone. When I say that, it's just a nice size small SUV. So everybody from young families to people that need a little bit extra cargo space. It makes that great second car to be able to go to storage, to be able to go to these thrift stores, to be able to go to the flea markets, to be able to go to the beach. It's got, it really emphasizes utility in a utility vehicle.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I really am. I did a lot of reading on it last night. Of course, the one thing that blows me away with Toyota, nobody even close, is as we discussed with the Camry, now the RAV4, the safety. The safety is just amazing.
Toyota is committed to being an industry leader for safety. As a matter of fact, it's called Toyota Safety Sense. One form or another, Toyota Safety Sense is standard on every 2018 Toyota, with the exception of the 4Runner. So the Tundra has it, the Tacomas have it, all the car-based platforms have it, and one of the two Toyota Safety Sense packages is on, again, every 2018 Toyota, and then the 4Runner is lagging behind by a year. I think the 19s will have it.
This is an exciting time of the year in this business, isn't it? The new models are coming out.
Absolutely. Toyota is really, if we're into our model year change, and of course, if you're watching TV at the moment, you'll notice the Toyotathon commercials have started. So this is certainly one of Toyota's peak sales time, and of course, we're coming to the traditional end of the year where most auto buyers have
programmed.
Programmed or since, rightly so, that there are some very good deals to be had this time of year.
Now, Speer, a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in the car industry?
I started work here at Mike Erdman Toyota in January of 2008. So I've almost been here 10 years, and this is the only dealership I've ever worked for.
And Speer is, as we discussed the last time, the top salesman here at Mike Erdman Toyota. And of course, when we discuss vehicles, Speer is our guy. But of course, there are a lot of great salesmen and women here at Mike Erdman Toyota. Speer, what's the number here?
As far as salespeople, we maintain about 15 salespeople here.
So there you have it. Plenty of people to come and talk to, call and ask to come and see Speer and schedule a test drive. Come and have Speer take you on one of his test drives. He gives a great test drive, and it's a lot of fun. You'll learn a lot about the vehicle. And, I recommend that when you come and do a test drive, let Speer drive the vehicle first, then you drive it. And I say that because there's so much to learn about these vehicles in a good way.
Oh yeah, the technology on the cars has greatly progressed from cars that we remember when we were growing up. I mean, it's no longer just a matter of putting the key in the car and then going out and taking it for a drive. As a matter of fact, for example, this car doesn't even have a key, at least as far as starting the car does. This has the proximity key system, so it does have the push button start. So when you get in the car, as long as you have the key with you, because you still have to have a key to operate the car, you basically just put your foot on the brake and you press the engine start stop button. So for example, that cut on the car, that will cut on the car, and then it also of course cuts off the car.
Wow, well, this has been great. And Speer, thank you so much. We'll be back with you here in just a couple of minutes. For Speer Mabry, I'm Alan Slaughterzinski for Space Coast Daily here at Mike Erdman at Toyota.